There are a lot of different ways to deal with disappointment, and I'm not going to say that my way of dealing with it is necessarily correct, but it definitely seems to help me cope a little bit more. And I was pretty disappointed with my personal performance at the meet this weekend, or the event. And my way of coping with that is getting back to work and finding some of those weaknesses and attacking them. So less than 24 hours after that, I believe this workout took place, about 18 hours after the event, I was back in my garage and I was starting on my squats. I am actually going to be going on a trip this next week. My little baby sister is not such a little baby anymore. She is graduating college down in Indiana, and so I will be flying out on Tuesday with my family down to Anderson, Indiana. So if anybody actually, any subscribers, anybody who follows the channel is in that area and is looking to get some training sessions in, or knows of some places within driving distance, maybe Indianapolis area, Anderson, I'll be looking for some gyms to train in a few times during the week, probably Thursday and Sunday and Tuesday while I'm down there. So those are my plans. I'll be looking for those. But anyway, as that was one of the considerations, I didn't know what my gym access was going to be, so I figured I didn't want to wait until my last day here to get back onto my rotation. And I also decided that I was going to quit playing around and really kick off my volume block the way that I had intended to do it before. And something that I've been implementing, or began implementing and was starting to implement before, was kind of building some work capacity through volume density, or having time caps that I would adjust each week to force me to get more work in the same range into a shorter amount of time. And so this entire workout, I went and restructured a lot of my tracking file. At the end of these videos, a lot of times I'll put kind of the workout write-up, and I kind of restructured things around and included some transition times. I noticed that my conditioning at the meet was pretty subpar, and the 4 to 5 minute breaks in between sets, or in between attempts, really took a toll on me. And I'm not, that's not something I normally would have to worry about, but it just made me think, the faster your body is used to recovering in between working sets or in between attempts, the more prepared and ready you are to go the next time. And that is a skill that I definitely believe is trainable, and my work capacity and my conditioning in those instances can improve. And so the way I'm going to be addressing that is by implementing some of these time caps to keep me from kind of taking longer than I need to in between sets, and getting my body used to recovering in between faster. So I gave myself a 33-minute time cap for my regular squats. I worked up and said I have three stopping points. If I hit one of the triples around 80%, if I hit 5 sets, then I'll stop there because that's my desired volume. If I hit a 9 RPE on any of them, then I'll stop because I don't want to, 80% for me, even day after a meet, I don't think should ever really feel like a 9 RPE for something as small as a triple. And then the time cap is the final criteria, and whichever one of those I hit first is, the signal to move on to the next thing. And I have planned transition times to keep me from lollygagging around. And so you might even be able to tell in this video that I'm actually sweating quite a bit, because I was just moving the entire time. There was not a single time where I wasn't filling in something on my workout log, or moving a camera, or changing a weight, or doing something. I was constantly focused on the workout, and it was actually really incredible to me that I was able to keep moving and doing everything that I did. I feel like this was one of the better sessions I've had. I felt really focused, I felt in the zone, and I felt like everything was going very well. Granted, I wasn't using very heavy weights. 80% was kind of my range here, but in the past, that's kind of the range that I've built most of my baseline strength with. So this session of the part of the bench. So I finished the regular squats. I did my pause squats afterwards with a shorter time cap and a weight that's based off of my assumed pause squat PR or max. Then I had a bench block that I put in here, and it was the same idea, up to 5 triples or at a 9 RPE or 22 minutes, whichever comes first. And if I get to the 5th set, then I'm going to turn that into an AMRAP so that I can get the most volume possible in the same amount of time in the same set range. And I'll reevaluate. So next time if I do a similar weight or something for my bench. I'm still going to be working with Matt on my benching. This was kind of just a day in between because I wasn't sure how I was going to feel, so I didn't want to try and set up my expectations for crazy benching like I would normally do. But ultimately, I felt pretty good about it. Even with the new grip, 315 was moving pretty well. If anything, I was getting overly excited and having a little bit too much lower body movement. I think for the most part, my butt generally stayed in contact with the bench. Definitely didn't need to come up. I think I was just getting hyped up with the time frame. Afterwards, I gave myself, I think, 5 or 6 minutes to transition to the front squats again, and I'm not using a lot of weight. I'm giving myself a really sub-maximal load on those with a really, really low-balled assumed estimated max because I don't need a lot of weight on those to challenge myself and to kind of get the focus towards what I need. And I'm not trying to get a big, huge front squat PR. I'm trying to use it as a tool to help fix some things. And in the last couple of weeks, I've kind of fallen away from some of the accessories that I need to do because I felt like I've been running out of time. And this new kind of structure for how I'm going to be setting some stuff up allows me to work on that and still include those. And it regulates itself. The whole thing regulates the amount of volume that I'm doing based off of how I felt. I mean, honestly, if I would have planned to work out a little bit more for this, I don't think I would have expected as much work over the course of 90 minutes. This workout and all this work probably would have taken me 2.5 hours if I would have just done it like I normally do. But I was done in 90 minutes, so that was kind of cool. You saw the dogs in there. My girlfriend was hanging out in the garage with me, kind of keeping me on track, and it was a good day. So I'm back. I said I'd get back to training as soon as I was ready, and I'm ready, and I am supremely motivated, and there's a fire right now, and I am just full guns blazing, eye on the prize, July 12th, down in Las Vegas, USPA Nationals. Nothing else to say. Wherever you're at, I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great night. Bye.